Okay, hello and welcome. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing pretty good. And, things have organized themselves a bit so that I can actually do some streaming tonight. Yay. That's nice. We'll see how long it goes on for, because I'm still a little tired. We'll see how I can, whether I can keep going for my full intended, 4 hours of streaming. But anyway, so yes, tonight, I think we're going to be starting off with Trespasser, since I've been very gratefully led through by the nose in how to get this thing working. It's really not that difficult. If I just read some documentation, I would have been able to sort it out my own, but I am very grateful for their help. So yes, Trespasser. I have watched a playthrough of this game before. I think it was an unmodded version of the game, because I remember it crashing an awful lot. If you do play the base game, I believe it does crash an awful lot. This game was originally released in, let me see, I'm going to read off the Wikipedia article, in 1998. It was a sequel to The Lost World, Jurassic Park, which I believe was the second film in the Jurassic Park franchise. As a side note, I have never seen any of the Jurassic Park films. The first one came out when I was far too young. I was never particularly into dinosaurs as a kid, though they are cool. But yeah, I've never seen the films. I suppose because they're kind of an action, they've always been kind of an action-y horror film in my mind, and I just don't like horror films at all. So, I know they're not really. It's more just people getting eaten by dinosaurs. I don't think I particularly like that. It sounds like it could get gory. Anyway, so yes, but Trespasser the game is a sequel to the second film. Or it's supposed to be a sequel? So is it a sequel? I'm not too sure of its legitimacy in the canon of the series. Probably kind of forgotten, honestly. But yes, the game itself, honestly, is more interesting, to me at least, for the engine and for a number of the technological advancements it showcased at the time, especially for 1998, which was 6 years before Half-Life 2 came out. Trespasser's game engine had physics in it, which was not completely unheard of. I mean, we've seen Duke Nukem 3D and Blood, where you have items sliding across the ground and all that, but I think Trespasser is one of the first, if not the first game, which had, I guess, properly interactable physics. I'm not up with my video game history enough to make a solid statement of that. People more knowledgeable than me are probably going to be able to point out better examples. There's probably some which I'm just forgetting at the moment because I'm going on the wing here. But yeah, so we've got some physics puzzles in this game. I think more interesting than the physics to me is how this game does animations, at least for the dinosaurs. We'll see it when we get into the game, but yeah, they're done in a rather peculiar manner, which is I wonder how it would work if it had more time and development put into it. I shouldn't say effort. That's not the right word. I apologize. But yes, the game itself was not really well received when it was released, I believe, because it was rushed on release. It had a lot of troubles during development. Looking at the reviews here on Wikipedia, it seems like it generally got around a 5, 6 out of 10. Some of them marked it rather harshly at 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10. Let's see, one of them, the highest is 4 out of 5, and there's a 70 there, 70% there. So, some people, that was still rather impressive what it was able to do. But as I said, I think stability was an issue. It's kind of rough. When we get to it, it kind of feels a lot more like a tech demo in parts than an actual game. Because it's got rather a sort of slapped together feel to it, I think. Is a rather fair comment about the game. But yeah, let's see what else. Legacy. let's see, John Carmack cited Trespasser's use of voiceover narration for storytelling as one inspiration for Doom 3. And Gabe Newell cited Trespasser as influential for Half-Life 2's physics, though its failure caused him and the rest of Valve to worry about the potential for negative comparisons between the two. Which I think was rather an unfounded worry, at least for me personally, because I didn't know this game existed until I watched a video of it about 6-7 years later, 8 years later perhaps. So it was one of those games which, for me at least, was released and I just never knew about it. I don't really have much about this, what kind of computer requirements you would have needed at the time. So yeah, anyway, let's get this loaded. It does have an introductory cutscene with a voiceover. From what I've read, it does have unique music composed for the game. However, I don't know about the copyright situation with that, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to play it or not. There's not that much music in the game itself. I think there's stings which play every now and then. But yeah, it's got voiceovers by Richard Attenborough, which is rather neat, reprising his role as the scientist guy from the movie. As I said, I haven't watched the movies, so I don't know. A lot of the references are going to be lost on me.
My name.
Oh, well, we can't watch it anyway, because when I capture the screen, it cuts it out. Anyway, I think he gives a voice, he gives a outlining of, like, what's it, just the work which they did, developing the system to clone dinosaurs from DNA found within amber, and then how it was all going so well, and then because they built wooden fences to keep the dinosaurs in, it all went terribly wrong. They didn't have enough helicopters as tranquilizers to stop them from eating everyone. Anyway, we'll start a new game and we'll watch this cutscene. I haven't seen this yet.
My little Indiana Ann, world traveler extraordinaire. Well, give me a call when you get back, okay? By the way, I thought you hated flying.
Fantastic. That's our plot. We are Anne, and we were on a flight, and it crashed. There's a rock over there. Welcome to Trespasser. This is what I mean by it feels very slapped together, because to look around, move your mouse. This is our tutorial. Anything else you're going to say? Words in the sky? To move forward, press and hold W. We got a WASD situation. Yep. Your adventure begins here, on this beach. Okay. So yeah, I mean, okay, so this has been modified with fan patches, so the resolution is in 1920 by 1080, which is really nice. I'm not too sure whether it changes the visuals too much. I don't think it does. It might expand the draw distance. I guess that's one of the things. But I don't think the textures have been sharpened or anything like that. It just looks clearer because it's, you know, on a larger resolution. But I think other than that, and like crash fixes and general stability changes, I don't think much has changed in this. I think there are mods available to change the game much more dramatically, but yeah, I think for this playthrough, we're just going to be playing it as close to vanilla as possible, because I'm doing this more to sate my own curiosity about the game. Because, you know, technology and the things which people put together. It's interesting. So yes, we play as Anne, who is represented by, well, our torso here, and this arm. We have a noodle arm. Yeah, one of the interesting things in this game, you interact with the environment with your arm, or with your hand, rather. And you pick up objects that way. I think if we go to this rock, we can... Hold on, do I have to crouch? Yep. And if I slap the rock with my hand, I should be able to pick it up. Come on, slap it. Slap it. Is there another button I have to press? Oh, there we go, we have to press E. Okay. Woo! No, my hand actually stays. Okay, so... I like describing the controls and what I'm doing. So, moving the arm around, I'm holding the right mouse button and moving my mouse. That instead of moving the camera around, that like locks the camera and moves the arm. But the camera does move when the arm gets close to the edges of the screen. You can also see on our chest down here, we have a heart there. That's our health icon. As that fills up, it represents how much damage we've taken. So... but I don't know if that will be too much of a problem. The enemies in this game are kind of dense. From what I remember. I guess we'll see whether I end up eating my own words. And whether dinosaurs end up eating us. So yes, let's see. If I press E, I should be able to throw this rock. Yeah, there we go. I pick it up again. And my arm sort of flaps to the side. We like holster our arm when I let go of right mouse button, and then we withdraw it. It's an interesting way to do the like controlling things. It's perhaps not the I don't know, trying something new. I can't begrudge them for that. Whether it works or not, well, I don't know. And our arm will flip around. We've got no bones. Yeah, okay. Can I toss that forward? Get rock. Like some serious quap situation. Hello, welcome. I have phasing technology integrated in my body. Okay, let's see. Up. I just beamed myself in the head with that rock. Wonderful. Okay. It's the back end of the plane. Isn't that a bit small? I guess if it's the very end of the plane. Can I pick up this rock? That's a very big rock. No. Can we go swimming? I've seen fan art of, no. Well, that's nice. I've seen fan art of Anne, and the ones I like the most is where she's just just her chest with an arm on the side. I think I saw one where it's just like this bloody chest with the arm, and you've got like this speaker.
¿Estás ahí? He was shouting when we went down, just trying to level us out.
I guess that was a pilot. It has like this speaker where her head should be, and her torso's like stuck on this ball which she rolls around on. Anyway. How far out can we go?
I don't think I feel like swimming.
Okay, fine. I should also remember the voice actor for Anne, because I think that was someone else of note. Let me just have a look at that. Okay. Anne is voiced by Minnie Driver. I am terrible with actors and all that. Let's see. Her role as Skylar in Gus Van Sant's Good Will Hunting. She was nominated for both the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress and a Screen Actors Guild Award. Her other films include Grosser Point Blank, The Phantom of the Opera, and her breakout role in 1995 Circle of Friends. So there we go. Also as a recording artist, some solo albums, also lent a voice to a variety of animated series of films, including Super Mansion, Tarzan, and Princess Mononoke, as well as video games, including Trespasser. Now that's interesting, because it says in their Wikipedia article here, Jurassic Park Trespasser, whereas going to the page on Wikipedia, it just lists it as Trespasser. I've always thought it was Jurassic Park Trespasser. But I don't know. Did they stop putting the prefix Jurassic Park on the game at some point? Maybe when it failed to sell well. They dropped that. Though it still is, like... It's not like it was, you know, scrubbed clean of references to Jurassic Park. It still very much is. I don't know whether that's just Wikipedia article being odd or whether there was some change in the title of the game or something. Anyway, let's have a look at this beach. We've got trees. Palm trees. This one is floating above the ground, slightly. I'm trying to remember what other games came out in 98. Was that like Quake 2? Quake 2 came out in 97, didn't it? And then Far Cry came out in 2000s? Hold on. I know we're taking a few breaks here, but I sort of want to place this in my head. Yes. Spell that Far Cry. Let's see, Far Cry video game. The first one was a 2004 game. Okay. So Quake 2 came out in 97. December 97. Okay, which I can think of, which came out maybe a little bit later than that. When did Jedi Knight come out? Dark Forces 2 came out in 1998. Oh no, Mysteries of the Sith came out in 1998. Dark Forces 2 came out in 1997. Okay, so yeah, around that period. Still, the amount of trees in this area is rather impressive, along with the ground cover. An era before Speed Tree. It's not particularly dense, and you get the flatter trees up there on the cliffside, which, you know, that's perfectly fine. Games still do that. But yeah, you know, it's a nice amount of density. And they're not all just... They're like... They're not just like flat sprites, or like sprites like a... I'm gesturing with my hands, I can't describe it. It's like, you know, if you had two pieces of paper and you cut a slit in them and then you put them 90 degrees to each other. These ones are actually sort of molded to be kind of leaf-shaped with individual leaves. Rather nice. We actually have what's it called? Leafy noises when we walk through. I do remember one of the things in this game is that it always feels a bit odd to me trying to figure out where you're supposed to go, because there's no real paths. So it's just having to find, you know, the valley amongst all these cliff areas. I don't think there's anything for me to find particularly in the area in the beginning. It says Q to jump? Oh, okay. It's actually space. Can I run? I'm holding shift, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay. Press A and D to step left and right. We in the video gaming biz call that strafing. And press Z to crouch. Well, it's actually control. For me, so. Okay, these rocks aren't physicsed. We have a beam. But yeah, look at that. It actually, like, plonks off pretty believably. And it's got a weight to it, too. Ugh. I can drag... Oh. I was going to say, I can drag it around, but it seems like... Yeah, when we reach a certain distance, it just drops it automatically. It's got... weird heft. It's like, because it's heavy, I can't move my arm fast enough to keep it in front of me. And I can carry it in the middle like that. She's got very strong arm. I believe it's supposed... You have to sort of imagine that she's using 2 arms. I read that for guns... Spoiler, we're going to get some guns. That they've been sort of modeled as... That like the recoil and all that as if she was using 2 hands. So... I guess coordinating 2 noodle arms was too much for the game. But yeah, that's still... neat. And I could pick this up and, like, stack it up on top of this barrel. It actually slides off. And it's not freaking out. I wonder whether that's because of the fan patches or not. Not like early Half-Life 2 physics where, you know, you put an object on top of another and it starts vibrating extremely frantically. And you can roll the barrel. It does say it's flammable, but it hasn't exploded yet. Oh, hello. Welcome. I'm glad you're here for this. The DG. No checkpoints, so save often. F9 is quick save. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's see. Did that make a save? Save. Is it F9? Does it not have it here? Yes, gore is extreme, so prepare yourselves for that. Rotate arm, Z. Okay. That was something which I was trying to figure out. Rotate wrist, X. Those are going to be important for other weapons. Stow and retrieve is Q. Right. Replay is R. Is that like the last message we got or something?
I don't think I feel like swimming.
Yep. Okay. F9 is hard-coded by fan patch. And then what would be quick load? An F10 or something? Or does it make a save in here? No quick load. Okay. Is it quick saving? I'm pressing it, but Do I have to have... Hold on. Yeah, I'm pressing F9, but it's not working. Where am I? Okay. That's my quest log, I guess. Oh! And that's just the, menu. Okay. I don't know why that's not working then. Yeah, can we get up to there? I guess I could stack something to get up there, but it came down for us. What's in this box? I don't think I could break the crates. They're just blocks. Probably shouldn't go down there. I get the feeling that will just kill us if we fall down there. You could use your hand to move and carry objects. Already been doing so. Way ahead of you, game. Try pressing and hold the left mouse button. Now move the mouse. Now moving the mouse moves your hand. They had that bound to the left mouse button in the base game? I guess it's a major function. And then I guess you would have fire as the right mouse button. It's weird, like... I'm getting up this ledge. but I'm like hopping when I'm half up the ledge. It's like I'm partially over the edge and then I'm jumping up the side. Trespasser, finally. Yeah, it's terrible. I ran out of excuses to keep putting it off. No. I was looking forward to doing this. I think this is actually a weapon. Maybe? I'm holding it differently. Oh yes, here's the twists. We can twist our arm around, and if I hold X, we can twist our wrist around. Everyone must do this when they play the game. That's not terribly modeled. Our fingers look a little flat, but, you know, whatever. Bonk. Okay, can I hop down again? Come on, get on the plank. Well, that lasted.
Foundation, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, they got the logo InGen on them. I believe that's the company which was working on making them dinosaurs. As I said a few times, I have not seen the Jurassic Park films, so references will be lost on me, unfortunately. Except for the most overt ones, like, oh yeah, that's a dinosaur. Feel free to practice running and jumping here until you're ready to move on. Okay. This is the tutorial jungle gym. I wouldn't be surprised if this was partially also used for testing the engine. But I think there's an area which exists like that in the game itself, so... where they just had spawns of all the items. Ooh! Oh, ow! Oh, I've taken damage. There's M physics. Yeah, I think we actually heal over time, I believe, so... if we take damage and we don't take any further damage, we'll actually heal up after a bit.
The southern beach looked out over trackless ocean.
Oh, we actually get voice line up here.
Past Peru all the way to Antarctica.
There was a point coming up here. We get a nice little voiceover. Camera's got an odd wobble to it every now and then. I guess it's because you're trying to like you're on an edge and you're moving slightly, like sliding off of it, but repositioning yourself. See a mountain in the background there. Turning's odd, because your body turns slower than the camera does. Like, I look around at the speed I'm moving the mouse, but then when you get right to the edge, you have to wait for your torso to catch up. Which I guess makes sense, but it is weird. Okay. Yeah, heart got a little bit more red there. This side up. Well, at least they're obeying the, obeying the words on the boxes?
It is beautiful here. Must be one of the offshore islands. Cocos, one of the Cinco Muertes, maybe.
Plonk. Can I pick this up? I can. Incredible. Let's put that fence back where we found it. Well. I tried. Firearms can be an important survival tool. Survival? What would I have to fight around here? Fire a gun, pick it up, and press the spacebar. We have a shotgun. I should know what type that is. Oh, yes. And
Steady.
calls out how many bullets she has in the gun. That's how we know how many there are. We can't actually tell just by looking at it. I think we could also look down the iron sights. This is one of the odd things. It seems like it automatically tries to align it pretty correctly for you. I'm not having to fiddle around with it too much. Like, when it gets close enough, it just sort of snaps it into position. Into the correct position. But yeah. Let's see. If I shoot that. Boom.
So that's what that feels like.
Okay. You turn the wrist around. I can't spin it completely around. Anyway. Okay, so I can put that away by pressing Q, and we can pick up another gun. But I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to guess. With a big pistol.
7.
Pretty accurate.
5. 4.
He says, missing the crate.
3.
And you can't reload weapons, so once you've used up the bullets, you just have to throw it away. Pick up revolver.
6 rounds.
There you go.
5.
Hey, that knocked it off.
4.
Okay, so it's not completely accurate.
That's it.
I'm trying to throw things. It's
6 rounds.
tricky to get working. Strong and one-armed woman, this. You're not wrong. It's very impressive. As I said, I think you're supposed to imagine that she's using 2 hands. If only she had another arm, she could dual wield and spin 2 guns at the same time. Reloading would require 2 hands. It would also require like 2 mice. I'd have to have 2 on the desktop and another 2 hands for the keyboard or something like that. I have to say though, I have never seen a game with a control system like this. It's very interesting. Oh no, the chair broke. Like, that's impressive. I think those parts actually fell off the chair. Can I, like, shoot one off? No. Okay. Paint. Oh, they're actually empty paint tins. Oh, my gun! Pick it up.
5
Yeah,
shots.
there we go.
7 shots.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't put the revolver away because our pocket is filled up with the shotgun. So, come on, push it. Oh my! Pistol fell over again. Fell off my arm. Come on. Kind of want to knock it over. Maybe this one's on an invisible hinge. There we go. Come on.
5 rounds left.
There we go. Now, this is something I remember from other playthroughs I watched. You have to kind of be careful about your arm because it is a physical object and it can get caught on the environment like that, which will mean that you'll, like, drop your pistol or whatever you're carrying if it, if your arm gets caught in the wall. And you move, then you're going to drop it. So you sort of have to keep it in front of you.
Maybe if there's a phone line or a radio.
We've got a baseball bat here. We can club things with it. Try swinging the baseball bat. I'll try. Kind of feels like hitting something with a, oh, I got it stuck in it. Kind of feels like hitting things with a cardboard tube. Ah! Barrel! Give me back my baseball bat. I want my baseball bat. No! Stolen it. Fine, we'll wield the barrel. That thing is wedged in there right good. I'm not getting that baseball bat back. Okay, fine. But yeah, I think melee in this game is
5 rounds left.
really not that useful. I think I can't remember what the exact issue is. I think like ranged or like melee weapons just don't deal that much damage on hit. So Dev really wanted people to look at the cleavage they created. I feel like part of the issue was it's like it kind of is a like interesting idea, and not just because of that, but for like usability, to make it visible you have to make it larger. So you know, anyway. I guess you could have had like a health bar on your wrist or something like that on your arm, like a series of hearts. You could have had like 3 hearts on your arm, and you had like 3 hits, and then with the grace period between it.
Some kind of
But then you'd only be able to see health when your arm's out. But I guess you've got your arm out most of the time anyway, so.
technologies. That was the company from the dinosaur trial. After the trial, that old guy, John Hammond, wrote a book. He said it was somewhere in Central America.
My name is John Parker Hammond. I was born on March 14th, 1928.
Oh no. Oh God. This is Site B. This is John Hammond's Lost World.
Well, so I guess it's all public knowledge what happened. People got ate by dinosaurs. We just start hearing voices every now and then. That's the guy's name, John Hammond. Inject, Costa Rica. Hotels and resorts. Can't make out what the rest of that says. Inject construction, Site B. Private. Lanade. In-room sale. Maid service. Oceanfront. AC and pool. Wow. Air conditioning, sign me up. Oh, well, this game was zero in noodle arms McHealth booze. Yes. I'm impressed that they actually got Richard Attenborough to voice the character from the movie for this. That's pretty nice. I guess they had like high hopes for the game. It's interesting in a way. It's like the game is exploring an island of like someone's high hopes and crushed dreams, and in its own way the game has kind of come to represent the same thing. Maybe not so much crushed dreams, but you know, it's like the game itself is representing, it represents sort of what the game itself is
There must have been
themed
something in the
about.
memoir.
A Nobel Prize or a financial empire waits somewhere in a darkened room, in a dirty, derelict building, somewhere in the Pacific.
Though I guess a lot less people got eaten by this game. Maybe they did. I don't know. The cover art does have a dinosaur on it. Mention if you were eaten by the cover art when you bought this game. There's a truck. There's a gun up there. It looks like a rifle. Can I shoot it down? Come on. Come on. About there. Hey! It worked. Get out of here, revolver. I'm gonna take my rifle. Come on, pick it up.
Around 10?
There we go. I can just like swing the arm off screen when I don't want to see the gun. It's there, it's just like off onto the side rather than having it in the middle of the screen the whole time. Does Mercedes know their trucks in the game? Oh yeah, it does have the Mercedes symbol on it. I don't know. They must be just modeled after the ones in the movie or something. I have no idea whether I'm going the right way or not. There was a truck there. It was interesting to look at. I went over to it. There's boxes up there. This is what I mean. It's like, it feels very... How the heck are you supposed to find your way around here? I hear something stomping around over there. Come on, I want to get up onto the road. It's a Mercedes-Benz Unimog U1300. Wow, how about that? Got the actual model for it. I guess it makes sense that it would actually be an actual car. They didn't just create like a prop car or something like that. I guess it was a car similar to what people would use in like a zoo or something. For park rangers or something like that.
Around 10.
You just Googled. So Google's so helpful. Just Google for Trespasser Mercedes. Oh, okay. You weren't just pulling that off the top of your head. Oh.
10 shots.
Thank you very much for the info. There we go. What? Oh, there's a dinosaur.
He really did it.
Oh my god! It fell on the ground. Pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. Okay. Yes. Can I turn the music down or something? As I said, I think the music is made for this game, but I don't know about the copyright issues for it. Whatever. Big noodle neck. Though, you know, we now know that their necks were, like, stretched out and all that. They don't look too wonky looking. Though I maybe give it a little bit. Music, yeah. I mean, I don't know. The music's neat. Maybe I should just turn it off. It'll lose a bit of its pomp and grandeur, but I don't know. There we go. We're just gonna watch them in silence. Turning it off also removes combat sound. Okay. It's gonna be a dull playthrough that way. Yeah. Well, it's true. It's just... Do you know about, like, if there's been copyright issues with the music or anything like that? I'm not too fussed by that, honestly. I could just, like, silence it in YouTube. No idea. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, look, it's a little baby. So, yeah. I was saying earlier, the way the animations are done in this game are interesting. You can't see it so much with these. But, from what I understand, the game doesn't actually use keyframes for animation. It's kind of like a QWOP situation is probably the best way I could describe it. You have to imagine, like, their arms and legs are actually moving to propel them forward rather than just an animation which plays while forward momentum plays on a static model. Oh, battery sword. Yeah, it's coming over here. I don't think we have to worry about these ones eating us. Then we might have to worry about them being able to traverse difficult terrain. Ah! You can do it, little buddy. You can get up the hill, maybe. Is it gonna fall backwards? It's this moment in the game where I imagine that, like, Jurassic Park kazoo music playing over the top of it. Oh no, okay, it's decided to go another way. I can store away 2 items with the fan patch. Can I? I press Q, but do I have to press another key for that?
Around 10.
Eh. You doubt that it's game-specific music? Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out. Hold one of the wrist rotation cues and press Q at the same time. Oh, hang on.
Around 10. Looks like 7.
10
shots.
That's not working either. Okay. Okay. You don't, this game sort of provides its own entertainment. No gameplay or music necessary. Okay. There's like a little pond down there. I really need like binoculars in this game or something. Okay, let's
7 shots.
plop that there. And I guess use the force. Maybe? No? Hey, well that kind of worked.
7
Good thing I don't have to worry about like objects falling on top of my head and dealing crush damage. Yeah, they're just happily wandering around that little valley down there. Oh, I guess if I went down there, I could come back up here. Anything down here? Oh, it's actually not a little pool.
In May, the rains came.
Oh, it's raining.
The
Is it?
smell of the jungle was everywhere.
It looks like there's kind of supposed to be water here. Oh, there is. It's just the water is extremely, like, the water layer is extremely difficult to see. It works when you have 2 rifles. You can only store 1 rifle or 1 pistol. So if you have 2 pistols, you always hold 1, as a pistol can only be stowed away on a belt. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's like one's on the back, one's on the belt, but you can't store a rifle on the belt. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. Big old dinosaurs. Okay, let's move on. Getting up a hill feels like you need to have a lot of momentum behind you.
I knew all along this was a stupid idea. They're probably out drinking right now. Anne? And who?
Oh, another car. There's a gun and a baseball bat. Yeah, I think we'll keep the ones which we have, actually. Just so that we can make sure. Let's
8 shots.
pick this up. And if I... Yep.
10 shots.
Oh, hang on.
8 left. 10 shots. 8 shots. Around 10. 8 shots.
I can see that she's putting it on her belt. But it's not like
10 shots.
pulling the arm out instead of pulling the gun out. Not doing it right. Yeah, probably not. I'm holding Z and X, or Z or X, which is the
8 left.
keys for, like, X is the one for rotating the wrist. See. I'm holding that and pressing Q.
8 shots.
Yeah.
8 shots.
Pick up that gun.
Looks like 7.
Fine. Let's pick this up. She must be pretty experienced to feel based on weight. You guess how many rounds are left in the guns. It's like a sixth sense that she never knew she had.
Technology, the real trick of it, is still in
Uh-oh.
there. In a darkened room
Whoop.
in an empty building with a dirty floor, it waits. The flashpoint, the origin of Jurassic Park. A forest this wild, this unknown, has not been seen by any human since the great hunters of the early Pliocene.
Okay. Yeah, you can see how the trees turn into like pixely sprites further away. See that one pop in just there. That doesn't sound good. It's actually not doing too bad of a job. They don't visually change that much. It's pretty close to how it actually looks. I'm not using the right any file trees shouldn't pop in. Oh, okay. Well. Oh, hello. You're a little dinosaur. Don't like the look of you. Ah! Stay away. Aw. I'm sad now. Yeah, it's more apparent how the animations work with these littler ones. Because they sort of blob around. Can I pick you up? Nope. We can pat it. There. It'll all be alright. They're just feeding you. Those are sleeping pellets.
Velociraptor, the small theropod.
Also welcome.
To China and Mongolia.
Oh.
Pack hunter, quite vicious and quite intelligent.
The one which we just shot, is it?
This was the place. This used to be just an urban myth.
Welcome to the Engine Type B Research Facility. Guess like a monorail which wasn't finished. Honk. Hey, a rebar. Another weapon. Get upstairs. You know how legs work? Oh, there we go.
Welcome to the city of tomorrow.
What about the world of tomorrow?
Welcome to Site B, an InGen research facility. For centuries, mankind has wondered about the dinosaurs, the largest land animals ever to have lived. Now, thanks to breakthrough technology...
Play it again. Nope, it's broke. Okay.
6 rounds.
Tour's over. The movement's generated by their AI, hence the movement looks funny sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, I was saying, it's like... as I said, I believe it kind of works like Quap. Like they're actually propelling their limbs around to move. And their torso... and their legs can't always support their torso. That's why if we see them pick up speed, they'll sort of fold up in on themselves. Just downloaded the link you sent me, and quick save and dual stow are enabled, as well as max draw distance. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I just installed it from the zip which I had. It was a zip provided a number of months ago. Oh well. I'll just make regular saves. It shouldn't be too difficult. And the dual store, that big of a deal. It's a neat inclusion, but you know. Oof. Okay. No! And what did you do? The loading screen took so long that you ate your guns. And I don't mean these guns. Keep holding shift to run. But there is no running. Yep.
An idea brought me awake one morning in New York.
Gun's
I almost
gone.
Didn't write it down.
The perfect bagel recipe. Now I'm hungry.
What if a mosquito sucked the blood of a dinosaur 100 million years ago? The insect is then covered in tree sap, which, over the millennia, becomes amber.
Another chair. We got a weapon. Oh, hey.
The insect is...
I know that dinosaur. It's a stegosaurus.
But you see, and here's the clever part, wouldn't the dinosaur blood be preserved as well?
Have a chair. Can I pat you? Please tell me the patting sound was actually was in the base game. They know what their audience would do. Oh, big dinosaur. There. You're a cutie one, aren't you? Are. There's a couple of config files in the CE patch which enable DirectX 9 and another which enables DirectX 9. That's the fancy stuff. Kit 2020 version 30. Ah, okay. Just technical stuff. I like my patch so much it's coming over for more. I feel like it should be a lot more afraid of me than it actually is. Or aggressive towards me, even if it is a herbivore. Yeah, well.
The blood holds DNA.
I see you over there. Oh.
Genetic code. Abracadabra.
Sausage. Climb rock. Okay, let's just go around. Stego's the one with the spiky tail, so... Now, did I get it wrong? I'm a few years out of practice with my dinosaur identification.
Sunlight angled down through the dusty air in Norman's office, and I leaned against
Blank.
the solid oak table as I outlined my plans for international genetic technologies.
There's a helmet.
6 left.
You sort your hand out. We'll leave it. It's sitting over there confused. Just leave it be. Come on, get box. There we go. Oh, 2. Okay. Come on, jump up in the box. There we go. Pick up the pistol. Said pick up the pistol. There we go. Nope, I didn't jump far enough. Come on, get. There we go. There we go. It's funny how our arm lags behind our movement.
It was the flowering of an ambition born 50 years ago. 50 years struggle come to this.
I wonder if there's a lot of areas to explore off the beaten path. Gonna make another save. Should I save in multiple save files? Is there like a chance of save files corrupting or anything like that? Or getting into unwinnable situations? I guess maybe if a key item fell through the world, but... I think I'd have to actually try to get that to happen for it to happen. Remember the rule of thumb. If there's vehicle wreckage, there is always at least one gun nearby. Oh, hey, we get music. Just up on this little hill here? How far up the hill can I go? Nah. Doesn't seem to be that much further. See, I wonder whether like that trigger for the music was kind of out of the way. I wonder whether that's because they had something planned to be over there, but they just didn't end up putting something there, or whether they had that there just for like reward for exploration. Oh, I've hit an invisible wall. Okay, fine. You can't go this way. Turn around. Go back. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah, there was a Jeep back over here. Let's go over there. And let's have a look at that. Oh, the music was for the Jeep. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Is it just like when you get within a sort of a radius of the Jeep? Not necessarily because I was up on that little hill over there.
InGen standard safari vehicle.
Jeep.
State of the art.
It's got claw marks on the roof. Can I pick it up? Pick up the Jeep. Pick up the Jeep. No? Can't pick up the Jeep. Okay. Let's move on. Can't push it down, however, to base gunpowder. Hmm? Oh, yeah.
5 shots. 4.
Come on. How about that? It does actually have physics on it. There's some nice sound effects on that. I mean, it kind of sounds like a tin can rolling down a hill, but there's a nice bit of reverb to the back end of that. I hit it with a rock. Can't pick that rock up.
The hunters scattered, their prearranged hunting routes forgotten. Only a third of their number appeared at the rendezvous.
Oh, hey. Here's a gun. Pick up. No, the gun is phasing through the land. Pick it up. Come on.
Around 10.
There we go. Okay. There's someone's hand and a skull.
3 shots.
Yeah, put that away.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good.
Hey, it's Murray.
I'm not gonna make it back from here, am I?
Gotta get the hand right inside the eye socket. Yeah. There you go. What about this hand? So now we have 2. Can I dual wield? Oh.
Around 10.
Okay.
3 left.
Let's go. Pick it up.
3 left.
There we go. Okay. Need a hand. You stop now. That's fine. I like bad puns and jokes. So, you know, don't spam chat with them, but we can all groan collectively about them. It's a mask. Same size teeth. Hey, there's another dinosaur. Uh-oh.
Around 10.
Ah! That's not good. No. Fine, I'll just leave you alone. Ow! Sod. Yeah, you stay over there. He's being very quiet for the moment. Did you go get yourself killed? You did, you silly sod. His tail got crushed by the barrel. So. You are dead, aren't you? Yep. Okay. They're as much of a danger to themselves as they are to me. Pick up the gun. There we go. Hey, a basketball. Is there a hoop? No, there is a gun in there, though. Does it bounce? What's it say? Kissing. No, it doesn't really bounce.
8 shots.
Need to find a pump. Can I shoot it?
7.
What about up here? No, that's just my gun clattering off the rock. Okay.
8 left.
Do I want to use this rifle? Can I pull these planks of wood off? Or do I have to actually shoot them off?
7. 6.
I have to shoot them off.
5.
Gimme.
7 shots.
Yeah. Whatever. I guess we go over this way. Just have to keep following these concrete pylons. Kind of looks like they're supposed to be part of a road here or something. Looks like the landscape shifted. Guess maybe there was like an earthquake or something. Oh, hey. There's a little waterfall.
I rode south along the coast. Bus stationed in the early morning. Eating vending machine food in the fluorescent light. Stepping out of the bus in Mexico City. I shouldered my knapsack. Felt the heat wash over me. It was good to be alone. To be nobody for a while.
Okay. It's interesting. The waterfall there looks like it's been modeled specifically for this rock formation. The way it is like, it's an animated sprite and it's pouring over the shape of the rock there. Rather than it being like, I guess like in Unreal or something, where it would be like a conical cone of poly with a moving texture on it. The effect on the water is pretty nice. Even if it's just like a animated ripple effect? Yeah, it's like overlaying the ripples on top of each other. That's interesting. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Water's very clear. Maybe if they put a bit more opacity on it.
7 shots.
Ripples bounce off the edges into each other. Do they? I wasn't sure about that. If they're actually like... It's difficult to see. Because it does kind of look like the ripples are bouncing off the edges of the water here. edges of the little pond here. The landscape, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess you can kind of see the downside of it there, where it gets really, like, all those little circles popping up everywhere. But, no, you know, that, yeah, that's kind of impressive. I feel like I've seen things like that in, like, demo animations or, like, you know, showcases and so on. But it's not something I think I've seen actually implemented in a game. How about that?
Looks like 7.
Yeah, because other games, like Unreal, going back to that again, would just have, like, a watery effect on top of the water, and then when you landed it, it would have a little, like, splash effect which played, but it wouldn't, like, ripple around constantly like that. Have I seen The Lost World? No, I haven't. I haven't seen any of the Jurassic Park films, unfortunately. Oh. There we can see what I was talking about, the animations. They're, it's very Quap-like. Their torsos are a bit too heavy for their legs, and so when, oh, they've actually killed the Triceratops over there. When they're going up and down slopes. Oh, they're actually having a chew on it. When slopes are involved, sometimes they'll, like, compress onto themselves. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be, like, there's supposed to be, like, an ecosystem with the dinosaurs going on. Like, they'd be interacting and working with each other, even when you weren't around. But wasn't something like that changed near the end of development, where, like, the carnivores were just put up to, like, 100% aggressiveness? Rather than, you know, sometimes they'd be, like, running away from you, or... It kind of looks like they're having they've seen me. So... Yeah, they're just having a norm on that. Okay. Not even Skyrim in 2011 had this. Yeah, no. I don't know. I mean, as I said, it would be interesting to see how this game would run on a period computer. Like, what type of hardware you would have required at the time to get this running as well as it could have. Oh, hey, there was another dinosaur. The dinosaurs pop in with a 2D sprite at a distance? That's interesting. Yeah, look at that. It's like transformed into a distant sprite, but it's just frozen there. Very, very bad. 5 to 10 frame FPS. Yeah, I can imagine, but... I wonder whether that was like, was it working badly on the computers they were programming it on? They were just planning on optimizing it, but they never got around to doing that. On minimum. Yeah, okay. I don't know what this one is. It's got a fin on its head. I think it's another herbivore. Because it's not chewing my face off. Hardware just wasn't there at the time. Think of Crisis in 1998. Yeah, okay. There's some, there's some nice, like, bumpiness on the skull there. Is that actually bump mapping? Here I go, just destroying bones. They wouldn't actually be too priceless. I mean, aside from being, like, living dinosaur bones, they wouldn't be fossils. Maybe it's just a little bit of... Bump mapping is enabled. There actually is bump mapping. Huh. Yeah.
Looks like 7.
Another jawbone. The big bone. Crates have bump mapping as well, the bright ones. Okay. Bump mapping, for people who don't know, is a... I'm going to try and explain it in my extremely amateurish knowledge of these things. It's like a layer put onto a texture to give it the impression of more depth, as if light is like reflecting off of it. You see it in games where you'll have a flat wall with bricks on it, but because of the bump mapping layer, you'll have light and shadow on it, which will make it look like the bricks actually have texture, like roughness and you know, like high parts and low parts and shadow on them. But it's actually just a flat texture with it applied to the top of it, so.
Take a bite. Come on, I won't hurt you. Mommy! Daddy, you've got to come see this! I found something!
I found a deck chair, and it's eating out of my hand. Nope, can't go any further than that.
Looks like 7.
I guess a clip from the movie. Child finding a dinosaur. Ugh. Or maybe it's from that movie where that kid finds the Loch Ness monster. Has it grow up in the bathtub or whatever. There we go. Oh, my gun! Oh well. There will be others. We'll live. Bump mapping was pretty new for the time. Must have been one of the first games using it. Yeah, I wonder what... This is where I wish I had more knowledge and was able to recall things I had read better, because I would like to be able to, like, definitively say, you know, which game had it first and so on and so forth, but unfortunately my memory is just too scattered to be able to do that, so. As I was saying at the beginning, let's see, Quake 2 was the year before. So was Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. Those didn't have bump mapping in them, I'm pretty sure. Did Quake 2 have that? No, I don't think so. Oh hey, there's another Jeep. Oh, there's some replacement guns. Sure, let's take this.
8 left.
There you go. Oh, you were saying something. Pardon. Let me just... I just gotta save. Just so that I can, read this. What's it saying? There's a beach to explore here, which plays a sound file. Yeah, actual beach was scrapped, and the sound voiceover was salvaged to this, along with a plantation house. Is that the little beach which I was just at? There was a level which was going to have the beach and the remains of the hunter camp, which both would have further tied the game to the movie. Okay. Yeah, people, feel free to call out, like, what references are to the movies, because since I haven't seen the movie, I don't know, and it's just going to be lost on me. So, unless we see a corpse, and we can be like, oh yeah, this is a corpse of some guy which died in a movie. But more specifics I wouldn't know.
5 shots.
Hey, you!
8
How's it going?
shots.
Yeah, it looks like you've got bump mapping on you as well. It's that sort of, like, I guess plastic wrap effect to it. This game's just pat all the dinosaurs. Or slap them.
8 shots.
Either way. Stop that. You're sounding like a lion. Or a tiger. Dungeon Keeper 2 got bump mapping in 1999 via patch 1.7. Did it? Huh, how about that? I've actually played Dungeon Keeper. I have actually played Dungeon Keeper 2. Do I have bump mapping? I guess on the walls. I have to get up that slope, do I? Okay, let's go back around. There was a level which was going to have the beach and... Oh, I read that. There is a plantation house nearby. Okay. We'll have a look for that. Come on. Do I have to get up there? That doesn't seem right. I'm not seeing like a road up there. But I didn't see a path over that hill over there. Over the hill? This is what I mean. It would be very useful if this game had roads or something in it. Right. Is one of these dead-end roads. Oh, do you mean I just have to keep going that direction until I hit a loading screen or something? Yeah, looking up there, it looks like there isn't really a path up there. Is this Dungeon Keeper 2? Yeah, to enable it via startup commands. Enable bump mapping. Enable bump luminance. Only works with a retail game. Okay, that's probably why I didn't see that. See that in Dungeon Keeper 2. I guess there's kind of a road here. And this dinosaur wouldn't be here if it wasn't like a place you were supposed to go. I'll just follow this up to here. Nope. Maybe over there. I probably just walked right past it. Go up here. Up there, perhaps? I'm sorry if I'm being very dense with this. So as far as I know, if it's too steep, I can't really walk up it. Yeah, it doesn't look like I was supposed to, like, Skyrim horse my way up that. Do I have to go up the side here? The bump mapping in Dungeon Keeper 2 affects water and lava. The lava looks really fancy, actually. The water seems a downgrade. Okay. can't remember whether I've seen that or not. Might have shown me a screenshot of it. You're right. It's not possible for modders to restore the levels to how they were supposed to be. There's no, like, level editor? I guess maybe you'd have to, like, recreate the levels from scratch. Right side. Only individual levels, but not a campaign like this. Okay. Right, so that we can get whether I'm going in the right direction. Which way am I supposed to go looking here? Is that like a whole little valley which you're just supposed to go into? Look for pink buildings. Left. You mean back up there? Okay, I have to go back the way I came. Is that like a whole little optional area over there then? There's some ruins up there. Oh hey, there's a building. Okay. What's this here? Sorry, we've seen something else and we've been distracted. Yeah, okay, it's just some, like... ruins. Oh, I see. Oh! Yeah, okay. So the whole area is just like a little optional thing. It's like a little optional valley. And then you come back around here and you go up there. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Again, I mean, with more refinement to the levels, it would make navigating a lot easier. Have a definite path, even just a dirt path to lead the player around. Off-map areas, I don't know, have them like enclosed with fences or just dense jungle or something. Mine stuff. There we go. Ooh, hey! Ah! Eat lead. There we go. We take damage. We're fine. Yes, this is also one thing I remember. The dinosaurs... He's just closed his mouth. The dinosaurs... The way they hurt you is they've got a little, like... I think they've got like a little damage tag in their mouth, and they're trying to hit that damage tag to you, which is why they keep like rotating around and trying to bump you with their mouth. So you can bump into like the back of them, and it's perfectly fine. You won't take damage. But if they hit you with their open jaw, I dropped my gun, then that's when you're going to be taking damage. Pick up.
3 shots.
There we go. Thank you. What do we got here? Like a stables. They're keeping horses here? I created dinosaurs so I could ride them around. Everyone's like in awe of all the dinosaurs John Hammond rides in on the back of a stegosaurus or something. Or a T-Rex. It like reins back like a horse does, and he whips off his hat and says, "Welcome to Jurassic Park." I like that these doors are hinged. That's pretty neat. Ugh. Still though, I'm glad this whole interact with objects like you're actually using your hand has been improved so much. Especially like Amnesia and Penumbra. You don't have an arm, you just interact with things like you're
3 shots.
moving them around with an invisible arm. You know, with Trespassers, they can suffer sometimes before dying when taken down. They do it in this too, much less. Yeah, okay. Well, at least it's a quick kill then. Anything in here? Oh, just a little hut. Fireplace. This place is, I mean, I guess this is an earlier structure than all that was being constructed here when they were making dinosaurs. It's like former occupants or something. Can I open door? No. Okay.
3 shots.
Because I was going to say, this all looks a lot more dilapidated than what you'd expect.
3 shots.
Your noodle arm sometimes gets caught in the environment, and it makes it weird trying to get around, because you're like, why am I sort of sticking to things when I don't seem to be? And it's because your arm is like stuck to the wall. 1860s, way before InGen. We're going to be voiceovers for it. Okay. But this place has been visited before. Before they came here. Even a painting on the wall. I like how you can see those paintings on the wall, hanging off the walls. There's little patches and all that. Even patches where you could see where like desks and so on would have been. Nice little detail. I've actually got unique textures for each of these walls, it seems. Maybe? It's kind of crazy. Usually you just have like wall texture for a room and repeat it in other ones, but each of these seems to be kind of unique. Artwork for them's not too bad either. Can I see a repeated texture here? No, not really. Kind of looks like all the walls have unique textures on them. There's a little bit of an odd misaligned there, unfortunately. Now that I see it. And the walls. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the windows are just textures on the walls. I mean, this one isn't, but the other ones are. Try using the bookshelves. Yeah, I did see something on this one over here, I think. There's like a indent there. Oh, it moved. Come on. I have to find a button or something, do I? I think it's locked. They've even taken like the candle holders off the wall. There's a whole bunch of like you know, it's just like I don't know. Again, it's a nice amount of detail for it. Stairs perhaps look a little wonky. I guess it's because I have the green on like that step part. Eh. There's actually a gun up here. Damn it. Oh yeah, you can see our heart filled up quite a lot there. We can actually watch our health regenerate. Slowly. And it does actually take a while. Okay. This gives me a good idea of how quickly it takes. Right, so like... like 30 seconds? Kind of. Let's make a save. So I don't break my legs and die catapulting myself off terrain. Quick poop check. It's like a button in the fireplace which I can press. Oh. Okay. I mean, that is obviously a door. But I can't seem to open it. I was gonna say, did you have to like fiddle with a hinge where the oh. That's what that was. The painting fell off the wall. Even the painting's got like a backing to it with a wire on it. That's impressive. And there's the like the wall's lighter behind it too. There's no nail on it though. Like the other ones have got a little hole for a nail. This one doesn't. It's all ruined. It's terrible. Maybe there's something upstairs. No. Isla Latino Muertes. Well. Come on. Prop it up. Yeah, okay. Guess that's the island which we're on. The staircase is clusterfuckery when you actually see it in the editor. Lots of inner screaming. Hmm? You mean like a lot of unnecessary polys or something? There we go.
Looks like 20.
Wow. It's going to be completely fine, even if it's been hanging outside for a while. Like a proper rifle.
5 shots.
There you go. It's a mess. Be interesting to see that just for the just to see like how it's actually been put together. Okay.
4.
When all else fails, blast it open. But that didn't work.
2.
Eh. Maybe it's a sequence. Like, my first expectation is that I have to, like, push a book or something. Or a brick or something like that. Not this. What about behind here? I tried to do something with that, but that just looks like a texture on the wall. I feel like the answer would be really obvious, because it would be a movable object, so... Or, you know, it would be a button, so it would stick out from the wall. I heard something. Come on, flap your arm against it. I think a lot of interactions in this game, when it comes to like pressing buttons and all that, you just sort of slap your arm against it. There's not like a boop button for it. Originally, the plantation house was going to have an evading sequence with an Albertosaurus. Player tries to take cover from the house, while Albertosaurus tears it apart and eventually leaves. Take objects, slap the books. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, okay. So it'd be like, I have to do something with bird bath, do I? Yeah, so it'd be like planned for it to be destructible or something. Have holes taken out of it. So much planned. The buttons around there, is there? Oh. What about in here? Just an empty room. With no windows. More paintings taken off the wall, so. I can't actually move that one. Come on. Looks like that door actually swings shut automatically. I would like to find out how to open that. Open up that thing. Go on. Have to rub it in just the right place. Like a dinosaur, you have to pat it. I'm kind of out of ideas for it, unless there's like a button upstairs, but I checked that. Do I actually have to press like E to use on things, or do I just have to bump them with my hand? Is it behind this door? No. Let's have another look upstairs. I mean, there's probably just like a gun in there. Not sure if it's possible in this version. Remember, the house was salvaged from a scrap level and pasted into this. That is a good point. Okay, so it could just be a leftover thingy. And that's a bit of a shame, sorry, but you know, to be expected, I guess. What could have been?
One shot.
I can't help but think that I feel like maybe I've seen it opened, and there was like a bar of gold in there or something like that. Going to be a few old Spanish gold bars. Yeah, I feel like I've seen that. Someone else might have been playing a more modern version of it than what I am. So, yeah, well, whatever. We slapped a bookcase. This isn't trying to be like a quick run of it or anything like that. I'm just, you know, taking my time with things. So, it's interesting thing. Everything that was planned. Oh, hey, you weren't over there before. Oh, no, you were. You're the ones which are eating that dinosaur. Stay away. You've got like meat for days there. You shouldn't have to bother me. Okay. Yeah, actually, it seems like all 3D objects, when they get into the distance, turn into a 2D sprite.
A phone. Oh, thank God.
What does that mean that they'd have to, like, make a 2D sprite of every object from each angle? Or does it take, like, the last known angle of the 3D object and use that to make a sprite on the fly? Hello? Phone? Boop boop.
The main switchboard is temporarily unattended. Please contact your supervisor. La computadora principal está temporalmente fuera de servicio. Por favor, contacte a su supervisor.
Okay. You can see how... We can see our hand turns into a button press hand there. Boop. 9. 1. Help! I can't operate a phone.
3 shots.
The number you have called does not exist, or your fingers are too fat. Please hang up and try again. Come on. Get boxes. Fine, I'll use a bullet.
3 left.
Shoot it from this side. Well, I got one of them down. Get up on crate. Come on. Come on, Anne. Fine, whatever. You can just leave the shotgun. I think we're going to get to a level transition soon anyway, so it's not like we can take it with us. Just push it up there. There we go. I'm actually kind of glad the platforming isn't even jankier. Like, I can stand on this box kind of alright. I did just slide off of it. But I would say it's maybe a little bit easier to stand on a 3D object than it is in Half-Life 2. Maybe. I know Half-Life 2 certainly do. You harvest the OG gravity gun. I did read that this was planned. This was one of the influences for Half-Life 2. At least when it came in terms of physics. And I guess these are the crates which have some bump mapping on them. You can kind of see it on the wood texture there. You know, hello.
About 20.
Do you become more aggressive as soon as I pulled out my gun? I recognize that thing. Thing's made of hurt. Okay, let's save. Oh. Ow. Oh yeah, and as they get like shot, they sort of flop around more because they're injured. Kind of looks like because I shot it in the leg, it's limping around on that leg specifically. Interesting. You become more aggressive if you pull a gun on me. I'd assume that's because you'd probably recognize what a gun is.
Looks like 20.
Oh, did you heal? You're not limping around as much.
17. 15.
Did they actually heal? Don't know why Valves was worried about it. As Trespasser had physics too, but it was a commercial disaster. Physics were exactly the only thing that caused it. Turned to me as one of the biggest. Yeah, I mean,
About 15.
it did say on Wikipedia that they were a bit worried about it because of. I guess more it would be because, like, you know, this other game tried physics and see how well it turned out for that game.
6 left.
You know. So. It could be like, I guess, kind of like the transition into 3D graphics for like adventure games. A lot of those weren't very well made to begin at the beginning. They're playable, and you know, stories are fine, but if we get to Escape from Monkey Island, that's a good game marred by the clumsy transition into 3D. And so it's like for a while, it's like 3D adventure games were just kind of. Anyway, maybe that's not even the same situation. First impressions, that don't really make sense, but as I agree with what you're saying, because to me personally, I didn't even know about this game, so Half-Life 2's physics were pretty much the first interaction I had with it in a meaningful way. In as dramatic a fashion as it was in Half-Life 2. This game didn't color my expectations at all because I didn't hear about it. I would actually have to look through my magazine at the time.
The main switchboard is temporarily unattended. Please contact your supervisor.
I pressed the play the last message again. Oh, the gun! I think it fell off. I don't think we can get that now. There was like an Uzi up there or something. SMG. Ugh. Come on. I can see it. Maybe I can actually grab it. Probably not because my arm can't get up there. Okay, well, we got a crate. Let's shove it over there. There we go. Let's make a save. Curse of Monkey Island, do you love the art style? I do too. Curse of Monkey Island looks fantastic. Visually, Escape from Monkey Island, it looks nice too. It's just the problem of the 3D models, I feel, was just, it just doesn't hold up against the 2D models of Curse of Monkey Island. But the backgrounds, for the most part, are a nice sort of... They're very similar to Curse of Monkey Island. I think a lot of them are pre-rendered 3D objects. Or, you know, for the pre-rendered 3D backgrounds. Which makes things look a bit flat. Sometimes. It's been a while since I've played it. I think I've only played it when it first came out. Escape from Monkey Island. So, I still think it would have looked better if they had done Curse of Monkey Island style 2D.
An evolutionary scenario in which an ecosystem is isolated and preserved. The rest of the world changes, leaving a tiny, fragile pocket where ancient species survive.
Oh.
Yada, yada, yada.
She's getting bored of these voices in her head. Stay away from me. Ow! Son!
Nearly empty.
Well, I'm glad that fired several shots at once. What type of gun's that? They can fire like
That's it.
bursts of 3. Actually got writing on it and all. But you can't make it out. Anyway. And some other ones over there. I want to go over there. Maybe if I find another gun. There's another one there too. Okay.
In the winter, we began building the supports for the elevated transit system that would unify the island. Concrete towers rose through the jungle canopy.
Oh, there we go. Alright, can't get me up here.
Carrying up
what's
out
this?
of the southern basin, the Atherton Causeway would bring visiting scientists north from the southern beach.
Okay. 50,000 sold copies. Game was a commercial disaster. Spielberg lost his appetite for game development to solve DWI, DreamWorks Interactive. To EA, Des were left more or less traumatized. Seamus Blackley became Xbox Daddy, and he's still in the gaming industry. He's the one who explained it in AVGN's video. Did they do a video of it?
Wow. They certainly were serious about their monorail.
I don't know if I've seen that. I admit I haven't seen too many of AVGN's videos. Let's do that again. I don't think I have to run along this. On at least on their AVGN's videos on video games. I think I find... Oh boy. James, a bit more interesting when he's talking about movies. Ow.
That's it.
But I might have to watch that one. Maybe I did. I just can't remember. His movie analysis is really good. And I like his reviews of a lot of older movies. I've got a whole bunch which I need to see. All the old Universal Monsters movies are now on my list of want to see movies because of that. Dracula and The Mummy and Frankenstein and so on. They look fun. Now, I don't have to hold shift down. Shift, there's no run. What? Oh, is the gun empty?
That's it.
Yep. Bye. If anyone else comes along, they're going to have a terrible problem. Because we're going to use all the ammunition. You just avoid all of you. Look at you sitting down there. Can I make that jump? Yeah, I guess I can. Used to love AVGM like many years ago. I don't watch too much of it now. I guess it's because if I want to watch a video of a game, it's not going to be so much about how terrible the game is, more about the history of it. I don't mean to... I can't judge, as I haven't watched many of their videos. So... Anyway. They could do good job, good work though. But... You're gonna crush yourself on those boxes. I like how he's actually, they're like, tilted their head to look at me. Okay. Oh. Duh. Oh, jeez, that was about as close as I could have gotten that jump. And yes, the me grunting is a completely necessary component whenever I jump in a video game. And use long jump module there. I wish I had that. I'm amazed I made it. I nearly did it. I was like pulling myself up in the last little bit. I would like GVMERS. Make great 15 to 30 minute videos of retrospective into games and game series. Okay. I'll see if I can remember that. I suppose it's more because I like learning about the history of the game. It's like, I suppose because take Trespasser for instance, since what a coincidence we're playing it. Why is my view all wobbly? It's like pulsing slightly. There we go. Like, okay, a number of the textures here and there are like really blurry, and I'm playing it with, you know, mods which enhance the visuals a fair bit. But you can say, like, you know, oh, the textures there are all stretched or such and such. But it's interesting to see what games have done which like sets them apart from others. I don't know. Rather than just focusing on like everything was just whatever. Is that the little waterfall area which we were looking at before? Me abruptly changing tracks because I sort of worked myself into a corner there and I didn't know how to edge myself out of it.
I stumbled out of the helicopter already beginning to sweat and looked around at the lush forest, the wet leaves.
I don't think now is the time to really do a dissertation on the pros and cons of different like game analysis videos. Let's keep things about this.
Acquiring Jurassic or Cretaceous amber, extracting preserved DNA and reassembling the complete sequences.
Uh-oh.
Bringing it up the well, we call it.
Stay away from me. I'd shoot you if I could. How?
3 Cray XMPs move more data faster than any computer system.
Oh. Blur. No. Don't, not me. Yes, I do. It actually mentioned a computer there. I recognize the Cray, which was a series of supercomputers. I'd like to see one of those. They look really cool.
Around at the lush forest,
Yes, yes.
the wet leaves.
Maybe there was a gun around here, which I just didn't see. Ooh, what's this? There are a couple of bigger projects going on. One aims to merge the levels as much as possible and also add missing stuff to them, make it closer to the original vision. Another aims to improve, tweak, fix the game from under the hood and uses leaked source code as a foundation. I did read that apparently people had gotten their hold on the source code for the game. There's a weapon at the start. Okay. Thank you. Every level but one gives you a new weapon at the start. Okay, thank you very much. Let's have a look around for that. I think I might see it. Oh well. Yep, I was looking at a bush. There's a rifle here.
About 20.
This is what I mean by it feels like the game's kind of slapped together at the last moment, because it's like, oh, there's a dinosaur there. How are they going to deal with that? Put a weapon on the ground just there. There's a motorbike up there. Kind of a neat looking motorbike. Not rideable. Like, we're going to need vehicle sections in this game on top of everything else. I wonder which one of these was the first area they worked on. Probably like be the main building area, wouldn't it?
Acquiring Jurassic or Cretaceous amber, extracting preserved DNA, and reassembling the complete sequences.
Yeah, come on.
Bringing it up the well, we call it.
It seems like these massive blood spurts. There you go. That's what you get. This level's quite finished in terms of textures and whatnot. Looks really good. Yeah, like the fact that the road is like along the ground here, and you have sort of the more dirtier textures, more dirt textures along the edges of the road. And you've got kind of a canopy going over the top here.
3 Cray XMPs move more data faster than any computer center in the Americas.
I wonder how much processing power a Cray MX... What did you say? XMC3 has?
In 11 months, Site B became the most powerful genetics facility in the world.
Whatever.
Cray XMP, thank you.
17.
Again, Anne's just like, ugh, whatever. I believe it's because she's like remembering books which she read on the subject. Or like interviews or something like that. Not that she's hearing voices. Was it? The first project split into 3 parts, and once all 3 are out there, further worked on merges 2 of the first levels in first part of the intended 3rd level plantation house. Okay. I did see on Wikipedia it mentioned that, like, the developers had modeled the entire island through, like, I don't know, I suppose for, like, the, mountain and the, like, landscaping.
Quiet, locked room, the extinction of species.
And then they split it up into levels or something.
Is being methodically reversed.
I do kind of wonder if dinosaurs were brought back now, whether they'd be able to survive. If they exist in a time where there was a lot, when the oxygen content in the air was a lot higher. I see you there. Yeah, hightail it out of here. Step, 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 step. There's a bit of story about the game's background, such as the events of San Diego and the book Hammond wrote after the incident. It's found from the manual. Okay. So, like, the player would have read the manual and they would have the basic... Come on, you're gonna have to aim better than that. Here we go. And to memorizing pieces from that book. Okay. Makes sense. Ooh, another truck. Like, remaking this game in the Crysis engine or something would be really neat. They've got all those park simulator games for Jurassic Park, where you research and populate your island with new dinosaurs and then have accidents and, you know, have them unfortunately nom all the people which have entered your park.
15.
But having like a first person one where you could just roam around and explore an island would be pretty neat.
Most of them had worked at my African parks for
VR
years.
thing would be neat.
They never stood a chance.
Be like a, I don't know, VR safari tour or something. You've been working on this level for Jurassic Life. Pain in the ass, to put it nicely. Yes, can you just... Are you, like, making the levels in, like... The Unreal... what now? What's it called? Yeah, like... I don't know. Unreal thingy and then just populating it with trees and rocks. Guess if you have to... Might be something else to make it work with the base game. It's been ages since I've done any 3D modeling for a game.
17.
What did I use for that? 3DX Max? Unreal, I think. That was back in like 2011, 2012. Guy on the Trescom Discord has been remaking levels in Source. Okay.
I spared no expense, permitted no failures.
If you're reading this right, the Cray XMP had 400 MIPS, million instructions per second. You could compare that to an Intel Pentium Pro from 1996 that had 541. Okay. So yeah, quite a beefy computer. This is comparing a supercomputer from 1982 to a CPU from 1996. Yeah, well. I think I always liked the design of the Cray computers. Some of them were like... They kind of looked like benches. Or like semicircular pieces. They looked like something you could put in the middle of the room and it would be a...
13 new papers.
Like a piece of artwork on its own. Really fancy outer casing.
10, 9, 8.
You're a tougher one. There we go. It's crazy how fast tech developed in the early days. It is. I've said before, but it's just even when I play games now, it's always just the amount of detail in things which are just off on the side of a map, which you're not even really going to focus on. Warhammer 2 Total War being a major example of that is incredible. Comparing to like games from 20 years ago where, you know, you could use Warhammer 2 Total War as a first-person game. For the maps and so on. It's just... It would look dated now, but compared to other things, it would be perfectly serviceable.
6.
Roaming around the cities and having a look at everything. AMD Ryzen Threadripper 3990X has 2,356,230 MIPS at 4.35 gigahertz.
Fertilization of an artificial ovum. My hand shook as I held the tiny eyedropper. 1 drop. 2 drops. There. The genie was out of the bottle.
Trespasser mixes the movies and novels, which makes it a bit confusing to follow. Jurassic Park 1's events follows the novel's timeline. InGen's reasons for Site B abandonment is both the novels and the movie's reasons. Okay.
I watched it on the ultrasound monitor. It looked like a ghost or a puff of smoke.
Bloop. You see, they had that set up specifically for that purpose. Let's save. With the rock falling and all. Now, as long as I don't get crushed by this thing, can I, like, hop up that? No! I've done a bad. Let's just go around. Pick up my gun. If I can. Come on.
5 rounds left. 5 shots.
Come on.
5 shots.
There we go. How are we going for time? It's fine.
I began to have my first inkling of the seriousness
Oh.
of our work. How deep the well was.
Check a rocket nearby. This one.
was life from 65 or 100 million years before mankind.
I've really done it. This is not a normal situation. situation.
Hmm. What's this rock? It's a flat rock. Isn't this a cushion? What? Oh, it's a canteen. A bigger rock. Next to the Jeep. Okay, okay. Oh, look, there's writing on it. No thanks required. The pleasure was all ours. Steven Spielberg and... Can't make out the other one. No. Is that Spielberg? People's fancy signatures. Can I touch it or something? Oh. Yeah, that's nice. Like a little... I guess message to players or something for it.
5 shots.
Just kind of makes things all sad overall. Oh, there's another raptor. And a big old dino. Stay away from me. I don't have enough bullets for you. What? I don't know if that... It captured his head like stretched up into the air briefly.
It reigned for 25 million years. We grew seven rulers.
Yeah, stay away from me. They're like bouncing off of each other. Nope. 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 Lad, you stay over there. Max Spielberg was the other name there, was Steven Spielberg. Oh, okay.
And despite what we've been led to believe, the T-Rex was not a scavenger at all. We clocked one at 50 kilometers an hour.
It just needs to wind up for a little bit. It's having a bad day. It's kind of tired. You know how it is. Hey, another little waterfall area. Well, just staying over there, aren't you? Yes? Good? Okay. Anything in this little indent? Oh. Yeah, like... all the little flowers and all that. Now, you actually are coming over here. Let's have a look at this, and then quickly move on. Yeah, okay. Just another nice little pool. You can actually see the ripples a bit better here. Is that the same one, or is that another one? Or is that a little... That one looks smaller than the other one. Yeah, it's backing up. Beep, beep. Don't look at me like that. I don't care for your big grin. You'll save me, won't you? that other dinosaur. Oh. Oh, hey, it's a boot. There's a box here. Can I do anything with it? Nope. I can throw it around. There's another gun.
About 15.
Ah, I've got enough guns. In the novel, InGen had gone bankrupt and the island was abandoned. In the movie, Hurricane had wiped out the facilities and InGen was forced to release the animals and evacuate the island. But the movie's reason was puns, since Hurricane had wiped out the sets during Jurassic Park's one's filming, so at least one scene had to be scrapped. Actually, know nothing about the filming of those movies. I should watch them. For the animatronics, if anything. Big, impressive dinosaur, robots. Well, puppets. You gotta stay over there. Don't make me use this. You're looking at me funny. There's another one. Okay. Sorry.
13.
I'm not going to be dealing with, yeah, like 3 of you at once.
12.
This is actually a pretty accurate weapon.
9.
There we go. It rolls down the hill. It's actually interesting because they've got like, because they ragdoll, but they don't go limbs flopping all over the place. They have a certain degree of like stiffness to their bodies, so they preserve the general shape rather than, you know, source engines. I've been shot, blah, and it's just like bleh, they flop over. Isn't that the friendly Rappler? Was friendly and alive. I didn't know whether it was friendly or not. It was looking at me funny. Maybe it was why I didn't bite my face off immediately. What have I become? I come to this island and I've become a monster. Going into a cave? Wow. A valley with a rock over the top of it. I'm amazed I'm not getting stuck on the terrain here. Okay, more dinosaurs. I just don't fall down there. Let's make another save. Save 2. Okay. We might play until we get to the next loading screen, and then we'll swap over. Or I'll have a break, and then we'll swap over. Don't leave the gun behind.
9 shots.
I kind of need that. I thought it was like interesting ambient music playing, but it's just them bouncing off the bones down there. Yeah. They're like drumming a beat on the ribcage down there. No. I actually have to go down there, do I? Okay, fine. That's 1.
5. 4.
There we go. Ooh. Ow. Oh, there's actually another one.
3. 2. 1. Empty.
Ah!
5 shots.
There we go. There better be another gun around here. First game to use ragdolls, if you recall. There it is. Parts of a helicopter.
What brought that down?
Oh, hey. Ooh, there's one of those.
It hasn't been used.
I guess another one for the movie. Helicopter crashed because... I don't know. A dinosaur threw a rock at it. Got struck by lightning or something, probably. There's a rifle nearby. Just say on it.
2 shots.
Oh, biosyn. Pteranodon. Oh yeah, one of the flying dinosaurs. That makes more sense. I was imagining some kind of like Ewok versus the Empire situation where the dinosaurs were felling trees to land on top of the helicopter or something. Right side. How many shots do I have in this?
Feels full. Only 2 left.
Okay, yeah, let's find that rifle then. Can I see it somewhere? Usually they stick out pretty well. Higher. Oh, up this path, is it? Or you just say this is a path which I had to go along, so... Oh yeah, here we go. There's a bone. Another one of those yellow crates. Oh yeah, there's a rifle. Oh wow.
Feels full.
Okay. Well, I've got an AK now. I think it is.
Feels full. Feels full.
That's not how you hold a gun. There you go. Ugh. Yeah, you'd feel like you'd come across this area either at night or when there was a rainstorm going on or something. It would look a lot more dramatic. Come on. There we go. I have to imagine they would have planned for a day-night cycle. Or at least, like, for certain levels to be done during the day. Come on. So, angle our rifle a bit better. Go. Yeah, though, if we come to a loading screen up here, I'm just going to lose all my weapons anyway. Oh well, there's another dinosaur, so... not going to be for nothing. Hello. I see. The sound effect is of it being fired constantly. But if you tap it, it just fires the, like, a very short bit of the longer sound file. Okay, have we made it out of the chasm? I think we have. There we go. Man, there's a lot of them around. Do I have to go over that log? Okay. That's going to be a save. I wonder how many unique tree models there are in this game. It feels like there's a few variants of the same type. Well, I guess that's the same as that one. That one. I think that's actually a different model, not just a shorter one. Or it's like not just like this one stuck further into the ground. Oh. Let's save again. Because I feel like seeing what's over that hill there. Can I get over there? Probably not. It'd be neat to go through these levels with a no-clip. So that you can, like, fly around and see beyond the, invisible wall areas of the level. Because it feels like the type of game where there would be where there'd be zones where things would have been developed which you can't actually get to. Come on. There we go. Don't look down. Ta-da. As awkward as this looks, it's not actually that bad to control. Aiming in a hurry is a bit of an issue. But if you've got it lined up, you can follow creatures with the gun and be pretty accurate. But if they're right up close to you, the gun's going to be like, you know, doing this and everything, and that makes it a lot more difficult. But it's not actually as awkward as you'd think looking at it. It's odd, but you can see it wasn't like a completely crazy idea when they were developing it. I stated that a bit unfairly. It's, you know, it works. It's just weird. And traditional controls are still easier. Can I say that I'm more immersed in the game because of the control system? Perhaps not. Just because I'm, like, having to manage the arm, you have to, like, be careful it doesn't get caught on objects. You drop things when you bump it up against walls. But, like then, when you see the arm come in off screen, that's not me doing that. That's the game automatically repositioning the arm back to where it was. So, if it does get knocked out of position, you don't have to reset it. It does that automatically for you. That's quite nice. Come on. Get up there. Jumping's weird. It's like there's a degree of momentum required. Am I not supposed to go over there? There we go. I just needed more of a run. It's quite a view. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, you drop it into the water. Way! My arm! I'll see you at the bottom. There we go. No, my gun.
About half a clip.
Okay. Can you... That looks cool in its own way. Even if it's like freaking out from all the ripples. It looks like an effect which would be neat to have as like a pulse effect to go along with music or something. Oh, I can't actually go into water? Wait, what? What's happening? Why am I floating? I'm like bouncing off the surface of the water. Hey look, it's got some lighting on it. That's neat. I'm like levitating up into the air. Ah. No, I don't know. It's just neat to look at. I don't know how well this is going to come across in the recording. What was, you know, what's it called? Bit reduction or whatever. But, oh look, it's actually reflecting my gun too. There's a giant hand in the water. But you can see like the ripples are trying to warp the effect of the reflection of the weapon as well. Ray tracing kicking in. Yeah. It looks more like a force field effect at the moment than it does water. Okay. Oh, I don't think that's going to be a friendly dinosaur. Big ol' light machine gun on here.
It's half gone.
No, you leave Mr. Herbivore alone. If I could. There you go. That's what you get. Come on. Pick it up. There we go. Can't take it with me. It's stuck to the vehicle. Actually, another one on the front there.
Hasn't been used.
Oh, poor thing. No pat noises? Nope. Oh well.
Feels full.
Is that like a 50 caliber? Yeah, it looks like. Yeah. One of the ones you'd have mounted on a tank or something. One of the scrap levels had geothermal power plant. Those pylons are coming from there. Oh, okay. You can also spot one pylon missing. Is there a gap in the pylon? Is there a gap in the wires or something? Oh, you mean like here? Because there's a bit of a sag there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. few more dinosaurs around over there. Actually, another one down there as well. Go that way or that way? I guess we go this way. Ah, there's a truck here. I mean, you know, if we're not supposed to go this way, there's probably just going to be a dead end, so. Get out of here. Ah, the door fell off. And a hood. There's no engine in it. Dinosaurs ain't engine. Yeah, okay. It doesn't look like we can go that way. Let's go head along over here. Yeah, see, like, it was a 2D sprite. Yeah, like, you can see it's frozen because it's a 2D sprite now. If I get closer, it will turn into a 3D model again. Oh, I actually have to get to where the 3D model is now, not just to where the 2D sprite is. Oh no, wait, what? Oh, looks like they killed it. Okay. It's interesting though. As I said, because the 3D models are getting turned into... Oh, no, it was just sleeping. Maybe. Or is it just standing on tippy toes now? Are you dead? Or are you playing possum or something? Duh. Well, I shot it. Didn't react. It might be dead.
Nearly empty.
Oh no, it's alive. That trick makes large opening areas with lots of foliage possible. I recognize, like, the trick with sprites. The same thing is done in, like, the Total War series.
There was an utter silence.
At least the older ones.
I could hear a Jeep engine idling.
Hang away, aren't you? It's just... It's interesting to me how it's transforming the 3D model into a 2D sprite seemingly on the fly, because it's not defaulting to a pre-existing 2D sprite. The 2D sprite is in the same pose as the dinosaur when it goes out of the 3D draw distance. If I'm making myself understood. Sorry, it's probably like it's a really simple thing which is done all the time, but as I said, I'm not too knowledgeable of these things. It just is, I don't know. Because it's like, usually, in a game, if you see a tree turn into a 2D sprite into distance, the 2D sprite will look different from the 3D tree, because the 2D sprite was, like, created, and, it will, like, pop in and out a bit more. I mean, they are doing that here. But, I don't know. Anyway. This game is full of jack... If you didn't think it was cool back in the 90s, because they're using state-of-the-art engine tech. Ooh, a plane. I mean, this is neat. I don't know what I would have thought of it at the time. Plane.
It's half gone. Nearly empty.
Let's drop that. I just want to keep my arm at my side. Hello. plane. Can we fly this out of here? Come on. You have to, like, slap the controls a bit. Slap it until it gets working.
Feels full.
Oh, we got a gun. Oop. There's a bit of a stretched texture there. The whole end part of the ship's got stretched... Of the ship. Of the plane has got stretched textures on it. Have a misaligned texture on the top there. Here I am doing what I was saying videos were doing. Pointing out all the wrong things in it.
Feels full.
Okay. Smuggler plane. There were going to be drug packages scattered around, but for some reason they were scrapped. I like the idea of, like, environmental storytelling. It's just like, oh, there's a little area over here with stuff in it, and you just sort of have to figure it out yourself. Because it would make sense that other people had been to the island, like with that plantation we'd been to before. Not so a completely untouched jungle as was said in one of these logs.
It wandered back and forth near the wall for 4 minutes and 22 seconds before hearing a noise, which drew it further off into the bush.
Hello. It's got a very dainty walk. Blah. I saved you. Be thankful. You do. Sniff, sniff. There is also a monolith near the plain in the mountain. Is there? I'm seeing that. Let's go have a look. Pretty sure it was a pteranodon again. That's it. That's like one thing. Like, how would they stop the flying dinosaurs from escaping the island? I suppose because it would be too far to another island for them to fly from one to the other, but... Aviary. I suppose they could have them, like, tagged or something, and they could chase after them if they try to escape. Or AA guns. Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, that was an invisible wall.
Full clip.
Okay. Space lasers would shoot them down. I don't think I can actually get up there. Kind of feels like there's an invisible wall around that whole area. Yeah, I can't walk up that road. So it's just like a little Easter egg off in the corner. There's a monolith over there.
Full clip.
Okay. That's no good. These dinosaurs are gaining sentience now. Or whatever was the purpose of the monolith in that film. I think I watched part of it when I was younger, but that's a difficult movie to watch when you're young. Long periods of the same thing going on for ages and ages. I should watch it. More interesting, I think, for the later parts in space. Monolith protects itself with force fields. I am unworthy. Shoot it. Just shoot the monolith. Do something? Launch off into space. Sauna has it in Jurassic Park 3. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, let's see. What's this? Come on. Aim it up. There we go. Now I hit the tree. Hit the tree again. Am I hitting the tree? Or am I shooting the invisible wall? I think I'm shooting an invisible wall. I can't actually shoot it. Avery. Oh, okay. What was it? Be like a big enclosed dome or something for the bird, for the flying dinosaurs to fly around in or something. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I can't imagine them having like several mile high electric fences to keep the flying birds in. Flying dinosaurs in. I mean, kind of birds.
By 1987, the first of them had reached full size. The ecosystem of another era began to reassert itself. In the jungle, the forest, and the mountain, 3 raptor tribes staked out territory. Albertosaurs and 7 T-Rex chose their dominions. Uneasy borders drawn around forests, ridges, and ponds.
Let's make another save. There's a bunch of dinosaurs over there again. I've angered the ancient monolith aliens. Oh no, it was aliens all along. This is a lot more like Crisis and Far Cry than you'd think. I do mean to play Far Cry at some point. I don't think I've ever finished that game. I think it gets really difficult towards the end. That's saying something, considering it starts off quite difficult.
Survived. In the end, only a few adjusted to the new world. These became dominant.
There we go. The aviary is a cage pen in which InGen housed pterosaur species because the InGen scientists assumed that pterosaurs lived near flowing water, as their diet consisted of fish. The cage was built over the Island Nublar River. Far Cry 1 was interesting at the time. Far Cry 2 you think holds up? I haven't played... I never finished Far Cry 2. I think I've talked about this before. I enjoyed the gameplay of Far Cry 2.
Coffee, air conditioning, almost there.
But apparently I didn't enjoy it enough to play it through. I sort of just meandered around finding diamonds and just fighting enemies in the various areas you find around the map and ignored the main story. So... Far Cry 1's a lot more of a straight-up first-person shooter. Which is interesting in its own way, because it's, I don't know, the jungles were what was really impressive with that game. As well as the graphics in general. I think it had vehicles in it as well, that you could, like, drive motorboats around. Ugh. Anyway. New area. However, I think we'll save it there and we'll continue with this next time because this has gone on for like 3 hours. I meant to go on for 2 hours, but it went on for an extra hour. How about that? Spent too much time looking around at things. So we'll save it there and we'll continue with this next time. So an interesting journey through the game so far. Just, you know, seeing what it's got to offer, seeing what things could have been and what was planned, what ended up coming through, and how much of a lot of stuff had to be dropped in the process. Yeah. It would have been interesting to see what they would have been able to finish with it, given, what? Infinite time and money, I suppose? Though I read that apparently it had financing issues several times in development. So, yeah. Anyway, as I said, we'll continue with this next time. Yep. Okay.